From UFOs to psychic powers and government conspiracies, history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now or learn the stuff they don't want you to know.
So if you are in this one specific town, let me pull it up and make sure I know where it is. It's called the Mudeford, or Mudeford, ferry, and it is in this place called Mudeford. It's in Christchurch, Dorset, UK. And if you are there at, let's say, the docks, or not, it's not the docks, whatever you call the port there, you look out, you'll see a bit of Spain, maybe, if you're lucky. Otherwise, you're just going to see lots and lots of water. And way out in the distance, you're going to see a whole bunch of these giant cities that are called cruise ships. Now, they're just out there floating, and they're empty, except for a skeleton crew, maybe, of people who are making sure that...
Wait, you mean like actual skeletons, dude? On the ghost ships?
Yes.
Because that'd be
definitely
pretty cool. They should really capitalize. At the very least, have them wear skeleton-like outfits, you know? Okay, I'm sorry, please continue.
No, there's going to be a small crew of people on each one of those ships just to make sure everything's okay with the ship, or at least at most times. But the important thing here is that there's almost nobody on these giant ships, right? So an enterprising fellow named Paul Durham, who operates this thing called the Mudeford Ferry, or Mudeford Ferry. I'm going to butcher it. I apologize, Paul, or whoever.
Just lean into it, man.
Mm-hmm. That's all you can do, brother. That's all you can do.
Well,
Mudeford.
Well, he decided he's going to start running a 2.5 hour long ghost cruise ship ferry trip.
Yeah.
I love the idea of this. So you hop on a ferry with Paul and his crew, or whoever's running it that day. You take the boat out, and you just kind of ride up alongside these empty cruise ships and just look up at them and just wonder what it might have been like. You fantasize, oh, that water slide looks so much fun. Oh, man, I bet the she crab soup on this place would have been just wonderful tonight. But it is this weird, I guess, an eerie feeling that you get just knowing that they're out there empty. And he's been charging people, he's a pretty good amount of money, UK, by the way, and he's able to actually have a functioning business based off of the current, what do we call it, purgatory in which the cruise industry exists.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's not forget, like, the cruise industry was one of the first big, like, PR blunders of this whole pandemic, where people were like trapped and weren't able to like get off the ships and return to their lives. That was one of the first big oh shit moments where we were like, this is real bad, because they weren't allowed to leave, and that was a really shocking story. And I wonder how the cruise industry is ever going to even recover from the optics of all that.
They'll be fine.
I wish them. Do you think so?
Yes. Yeah. Don't waste a ton of tears.
I'm not
On the cruise operators, the cruise staff, the employees had a terrible time. The pay is terrible. They have very little in the way of workers' rights, to be honest with you. And a lot of them were stranded, just like you're saying. Imagine, so you're a passenger, right? And you're stranded, like the American couple off the coast of Japan, or like many, many other couples. You are denied entry. Your vessel is denied entry to a country as the pandemic hits. It's way worse when you're at a job that you can't leave. They're also refusing to pay you because they're not changing the agreement based on the pay schedule. It's very unethical stuff. I think the cruise industry will recover. And I don't mean to sound callous when I say, don't cry too much for those cruise operators, but do be very concerned about the staff of those places who are often treated like slaves, or treated like serfs. That's not the fun surf, SERF. I think that they should absolutely have more rights. And I think that they are probably not first in line to go on this ghost cruise ferry.
Oh, I wonder what they think about it. I'm sure they are not happy about it as an industry. And I wonder if there's even, I mean, I guess it's all public waters. You can't like say, no, you can't drive by our moored cruise ship, with your tour. How can you prevent somebody from making money off that? Really quick, just want to point out too, we may have talked about this in the past, but most cruise lines don't pay any federal income tax because of the structure of their corporate entities. They are often have corporate HQs that are outside of the U.S., and that's also a big reason they didn't get any bailout money.
Ooh.